So in this video, I would like to share how working and studying here in Germany has been very beneficial towards my life or prepping me for a better life or a better corporate life outside of Germany, outside of studying. You guys forgive me, I'm tired. Yeah. So number one, time management. As an African and a Nigerian who has been thriving on African time, they tell you the time is 1 p.m. I show up by 2. Working and studying here in Germany, if there's anything, in fact, the stereotype with Germans is that they're always punctual. Working and studying here in Germany allowed me to manage my time wisely. Because when you have a deadline for school, assignments, nobody sends your papa. And then you have to show up at work, the next day. You would have to plan ahead, start up with task. Do not procrastinate. Me that is a chronic procrastinator. I had to start managing that wisely. And to be honest, I've been seeing some changes in my lifestyle and how I've been managing my time a lot more. So yes, time management is something that working and studying alongside, both of them, it has helped me to manage my time, knowing that one part requires a certain attention and the other part requires another attention without having to give excuses. Because in this place, not even in life in general, nobody cared. They don't care, My dog just died, you're just busy about. So yeah, time management is one thing that I learned while working and studying, and hopefully it keeps improving as I go. Number 2, emotional intelligence and emotional maturity. I'm going to pair these 2 points together. In school, you can have a course mate that you're, a project partner that ghosts you. No problem, I will do the work because at the end of the day, I need my grades. But nobody tells you about all these, or they have said something actually, but nobody tells you until you experience a dismissive coworker or a silent boss. Those bosses that in their mind, or coworkers are just trying to sabotage you and, make you feel small and all of that. I feel like in school, you don't have to relate with people, but in corporate Germany, they have to like you. And sometimes, to be honest, I don't know at this point if they really have to like you, but likability is one of the key traits for corporates, especially if you want to stay in a place long term. I realized here that school will not teach you that one. You can finish up with a project, you will tell yourself bye-bye after 6 months of maybe working. You may have even worked on it for 1 month. 6 months is the length for a regular semester. That's why I mentioned six months. But when you're working with a coworker who is not getting sacked, who is not quitting that job, and is there with you every day, for only God knows how long you're going to be in that job, right? You have to learn how to be emotionally mature. You have to learn to pick your battles, know how to address certain situations, know how to hold your own, and not shrink for anybody. You would also learn how to, advocate for yourself. If somebody says, Henrietta is like, I wasn't there. I sent you the email, I did this, I did that, and keeping receipts. These guys that are in the corporate space and corporate content creators have said it. Keep your receipts. If people have been binging those people's videos, because I'm not about to be caught on fresh. So yes, watching a video or watching any advice that you get is a whole different case to application. But you then see that working and studying, at least in a place that you intend to stay long term, allows you to see how these people work. You get to understand. And there'll be a lot of culture shocks as well. Also because of language. Just saying. But yeah, I think that's another point to talk about at some point. Number 3, discipline. Discipline, in this case, talking about showing up even when you don't feel like it. There are many nights that I have worked on certain school projects and I slept late, but you have to wake up and attend and go to work. Nobody really cares about I was, they care about results. They care about output. Okay, you slept late last night. That one is not our concern. Are you showing up today? Right? How are you showing up? And no matter how full your plate is, all these things at the same time, and this thing still boils down to time management, right? They are just like, they want to see you show up and show out. And that's something that I have been learning here. Like, working in these two sectors of academia and being a worker or an employee, it will teach you discipline. It taught me to show up, whether I was sleep deprived, whether I was tired, whether I was overwhelmed. You show up. And sometimes I'm even amazed at how maybe I was sleep deprived and how I go through the day on no sleep. It actually amazes me how the human body is wired. God is honestly the greatest artist, because how have I not slept? And how have I not been good, like been taken care of? And I'm still showing up and showing out. Sometimes if you even notice that you have some really weird energy from nowhere. But yeah, I'm just gonna say that it has taught me discipline. Tomorrow now I have to wake up and go to work, whether it is far or near. We go shall travel, go that job. So that's just one another point I want to put out there. Working and studying here in Germany has taught me clarity on what I want and what I don't want. It has taught me that there are certain environments I don't want to be in. It has taught me that there are certain people I don't want to work with. It has taught me that there are certain people, certain roles actually that I don't want to occupy anymore. Certain industries I don't want to work at or in. And it has taught me a lot about myself and my career. I have actually been privileged in this working student's journey to touch on different areas of work, like marketing, like being an administrator, being a digital marketer, sales as well, and now in project management. And it has allowed me to dip my hands into different things. But you know, another interesting thing you find out is that they are transferable. That's actually another point, but I'm just going to pair it together. It has taught me that truly you can do anything you set your mind to do. You can be a sales marketer, you can be a marketing personnel, you can be a project manager. The only difference is that the different frameworks in each of these different line of work. And working and studying here has taught me that, okay, maybe I want to do this long term. Maybe I want to do something else long term. It has also taught me that sometimes that particular role that I glamorize so much may not necessarily be for me. Sometimes you're like, the marketing girlies are getting it. But you don't know the kind of effort, energy that they put into coming up with setting concepts, designs, photography, and all of that. All the creativity in their bodies, just putting it into something. And then you realize that there is corporate marketing and then there's creative marketing. So at this point, they're like, you're coming in with your creative marketing mindset, and then you're going to go work for a traditional company that's like, Ace, you're too you're too serious for me. That has taught me that. I'm glad that I've gotten to learn, different companies and seeing the way they work, because it allows me to now know, okay, do you want to work in a traditional company? Do you want to work in a startup? Do you want to work in a company that allows you to be more free, and creative, and just do what you want and just get your creative juices flowing? It also allows you to know how certain organizations operate. Okay, you work for a traditional company, you might be paid a lot more than just working for a startup. But then again, there's still some startups that are doing very well. So it depends. Do your research, but at the same time, having experiences in all these things allow you to streamline your applications. It allows you to also boost yourself in general. My number 6 is personal growth. This is my last and final tip. Personal growth. Working and studying here in Germany has helped boost my confidence as a person. It has helped increase my knowledge in certain areas that I wouldn't have ever gotten knowledge in. I have gotten the privilege to get knowledge in the energy field, industry, in retail, in semiconductor, in manufacturing and stuff like that. These are like very, very key and interesting industries that I've been able to see what's going on in there. And I think it's really, really cool. It has helped me boost my knowledge, boost my confidence, and also prepped me for interviews. It made, there are some interviews I've attended in the past that I know why I didn't get that job. I know I didn't get a call back. Apart from the fact that, language barrier sometimes, but you'd also see and get to learn and evaluate yourself, because sometimes, or many times, these recruiters send you generic messages. Sorry, we gave it to somebody else that was more qualified. We gave it to somebody else that was more in line with what we're looking for. But the truth is that you can tell when when you don't get an interview, or when you do not make your mark, or when you do not put out your message to the recruiters. And I would say that part of the personal growth thing has taught me how to interview, how to have examples now that I can tie in with the job description that I'm applying for, or the job role that I'm applying for. Not to go and be doing scratching my head, doing so many things. It has actually taught me that now I'm actually an asset to whatever company that I add myself to. And I think it's very, very important. That's one of like my biggest takeaways working and studying here in Germany. It has not been an easy journey, but it has been really, really rewarding. And I give a massive, massive shout out here to Germany, because I understand that some years back it wasn't like this. Many times students couldn't even get a job in an office. But in the light and spirit of Germany getting global eye level, you guys, shout out to you guys, because you really, really make students here in Germany our time worthwhile. And even though some of us study here and eventually leave, we're able to go back to wherever we're coming from, or to even transcend to other places with such amazing skill sets that we've gotten so far. So if you're juggling school, work, and you're burnt out and you're exhausted, please manage your stress. Please manage your stress. You are not behind. You are building capacity. You are being disciplined. You're being employable. And if you have any other points to add to the list of points that I've mentioned, please comment down in the comment section. Let me know anything that you have been experiencing in your job that school did not teach you. That is almost like a culture shock. You're like, huh? Hey! You guys, let me know in the comment section that we can discuss about it. And if you have any further points that you'd want me to talk about, or any topic actually that you want me to talk about, touch on here about Germany, work life, student life, whatever, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. Oh. Did I just dab? Okay, yeah. Signing out, because a girl is tired. I'm tired, man. Tired. Oh, Henry, you're a creator. So proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You have no idea.